Hey guys, David Boynick here from Seaway Hyundai. I'm in a 2020 Kona Preferred all-wheel drive. I'm just going to do a quick presentation on the vehicle. So we are in the interior of the car right now. Just to show you, you have all your window feature here, automatic up-down features here, lock, window locks, and then your functions for your mirrors right here. So you flick left, adjust the left mirror, flick right, adjust the right mirror. Dashboard lighting is here. This is your blind spot detection, which will detect a vehicle from approximately your B post to a car and a half length back. Okay, so there's sensors in the back bumper that will detect the vehicle, and will warn you here in your mirror, and that'll go to a light orange tinge. If you are signaling when there's a vehicle in your blind spot, you'll have a beeping noise telling you that there's a vehicle in your blind spot. Traction control stability system is here. Suggests that you leave it on 99.9% of the time. The only time you would turn it off is if you're actually stuck. What it does, it helps you to not overturn or underturn in a slip or in a weird condition whenever you're in a slip. So there's your lights, automatic lights. So I would suggest you leave it on the automatic function. It will go to your regular nighttime lights or your daytime running lights, depending on the time of day. Voice control function. So this is something that you would use through Apple and Android CarPlay. You'd have to plug in to your Android or iPhone and work it from there. Okay. Volume control. Picking up a phone, hanging up a phone, presets, AM and FM function. So if you press it once, it will take it to FM. Press it again, it will go to AM. Brake, push button start. Vehicle starts up. So this here is your option right here for all your functions that you have here in the center screen. Okay. So right now you're looking at the screen and saying it's in eco mode, and it's saying that you're doing 7.1 liters per 100. So taking you back to here, this button will take you through the options. This is your options to go select what you're looking through. This is your okay to select it right here. So there you go. So I'm going to scroll down. So my liters per 100, if I hit the OK button, it will reset my liters per 100. Down one, there's my trip information. So if I hit again the OK button, it will reset. Down again, there's my trip information for today. Scroll down, second speedometer. So I'm going to hit the book. Book's going to take me to my all-wheel drive feature, so it's going to tell me whenever I'm in drive how my all-wheel drive is working. Okay, so which tires are working, which tires aren't. Next is my drive assistance system and all my drive settings for the vehicle. So rear cross traffic alert system. This works in cooperation with the blind spot detection. It's the sensors in the back. When you're backing out of a parking spot or a driveway, it will detect vehicles coming or going on the road that you're backing up onto. Okay, blind spot detection is on. So again, if you were to select it, so right now, notice on the top it says hold OK for help. So I hit the OK button. So rear cross traffic collision warning provides warning when a risk of rear cross traffic collision is detected while backing up. Pretty cool, eh? So I hit the OK, back to my options. So that's going to be available. That OK for help is going to be available in a lot of the options. So the auto lock. Vehicle automatically locks whenever you put the vehicle into a drive function. Auto unlock, so it automatically unlocks when you put it in park, and you'll notice here that you have different options for this. Okay, scroll down again, the 2-press unlock. So you're gonna have to press. So because this vehicle is proximity key, on the outside door you have a black button. You press it twice, it will unlock all the doors. You press it once, it will only unlock that particular door. You can turn that off here. And same goes with the key. You have to hit the key twice to unlock all the doors. Hit it once just for the driver's door. Lights. So here's your one-touch turn signal, and notice on the top of the screen here, you'll be seeing the signal, or sorry, just one touch. Flashes 3 times. You can adjust that here in this menu from 3 to 7, or sorry, 5 to 7, and off. Headlight delay, your headlights will stay on for approximately 30 seconds when the vehicle is turned off. Welcome sound, some people like this feature, some people don't. Completely up to you if you want to use that option. Try it out, see if you like it. Convenience, so your wiper, lights, gear position will all display here on this center screen, okay? So wipers are here. So down 1 is your intermittent control feature. This is your intermittent controller, okay? There's your speed detection. Down again is low, down again is high. This is your rear wiper, so you would turn it for your rear wiper to turn. Spray for the front, pull towards me. Spray for the rear, push back. Okay? So, auto rear wiper when in reverse. So this is an option whenever it rains. If you are driving in reverse, it'll automatically go on. If you want to select that or not, that's completely up to you. Gear position, so if I put it in reverse, it's going to show me here that I'm in reverse. And I'm back into park. Icy road warning. So at 4 degrees Celsius or colder, it will warn you that there's potential for icy road conditions. Service interval. We always adjust our interval to be 6,000 kilometers, as it is here, or 6 months, not 30. Okay, so there you go. All right, so that's all. That's for my service interval is right there. So I'm gonna scroll down. Where's reset? We don't want that. Other options. So fuel economy is set to reset every single time that you refuel the vehicle. Vehicle units for your liters per 100 is liters per 100 or kilometers per liter. Temperature unit is Celsius or Fahrenheit. You can select either option or either option. Reset will reset all the functions for the vehicle, but we don't want to do that. Cruise control is here. So I'm going to go home right now. So that's my home screen. Cruise control, notice it's telling me what I'm doing. So I hit that, it's on. Pull down to set, push up to resume, pull down to slow down, push up to speed up. Now you can hit and hold it to speed up or toggle down to slow down, vice versa, okay? So if you do the opposite, it will also work. Per kilometer if you're pressing it, flicking it up and down, okay? Cancel will be the same as applying the brake. It will just turn off, you hit resume, it'll go back on. This is the actual off feature. So you hit the cruise button, it turns it off. So that's everything for the steering wheel. We're going over to the radio. So notice here, this is my radio. I am able to put FM and AM channels here in the presets, okay? I have a total of 40 presets. This button here will go through all the presets that I have set here. So let's say, for instance, we want FM 104.5. So I'm going to go to band. I'm going to go to FM. We want 104.5, our local radio station. Oh, shoot. Let's do that one more time. Practice makes perfect, right? Hit and hold. Boom. That's all it is. So that's your radio. Media is going to play from your phone, MP3, iPod, or anything that you have plugged in here to the auxiliary or USB port. Seek and Track will seek through those options from radio, media, or anything that you have plugged in there. Home is going to bring you to your home screen. So right now, if I was in the setup and if I hit home, I can hit home here, or I can hit home here. Home brings us home. Phone is going to bring up our phone. It'll allow you to dial a number. It'll give you your call history. It will also show you all your contacts and recent calls. Star button, you hit that and you can select any of these options to allow that button to be one of those. Okay. Steering wheel mode. This feature here, except for the phone, controls all this. Okay. So I'm going to go back to our home screen, which I just did. This is my all menus, okay? So there's my phone. So this is where I would set up my Bluetooth. Quick guide. So you have a manual, plus you also have a quick guide here, okay? That goes through some of the features that you want to know. Radio. Brings up your radio. That's your music. So if you have anything playing in your aux or your USB port, setup is here. We'll go through setup over here first, after. Okay. There's a voice memo. So you basically can record a voice memo for yourself, just to give yourself a reminder. So I'm gonna go back again. So my menu. This is where I can put anything that I want in it. Okay. So I have my radio presets, and I have shortcuts. And then others. I'm back to my home screen. Apps and info. So there's your Android and Apple CarPlay. You're going to want both of those to be on in your phone projection if you have an Apple or Android phone. Quick guide. Again, it's going to take you through all your options that you're most prevalent to use. Setup. So there's your sound system. You can adjust it to be anywhere. Center, volume. So these are your sound system volumes. So you can adjust those as well. Tone. Pretty straightforward. You can do it just like this. And then center. Priority. So this vehicle will turn down the volume if you're within proximity of other vehicles. So let's say, for instance, you're in a parking garage or a parking lot. It will slow down the volume. Whenever you turn on the vehicle, everything will lower the volume. Startup volume, same thing. Advanced, so that's speed dependent volume. The faster you go, if you have this checked off, the higher the volume goes. Media is going to play from your media, which you have here as well. Display, so you have options to do an automatic illumination, daytime or nighttime illumination. This is where you can adjust your illumination. So link cluster to control. If I turn that off, I can adjust it whichever way I want. If I turn that back on, it goes to the default control system. Default will bring everything back to default. So notice here, all the time you have the display off, you can turn off your display. Bluetooth, so you can connect your phone. You can set phones to priority. You can set it up for privacy mode. There's a bunch of menus that you have available there, but you'll want to do that whenever you have your phone connected. Phone projection. If you have two people driving the vehicle, or if you have two different types of phones that you want connected, there you have it. Your Apple and your Android. You got to make sure that they're both on if you want Android Auto to work and Apple CarPlay to work. Home screen. You can adjust the home screen to any option that you have here. Okay, so right now, these are there, but you can take voice memo and pop it in there. Date and time, you can adjust the date and time here. So we're right time, right day. Language, you have English, French, Espanol, and Korean. Keyboard, you have an alphabetical and QWERTY keyboard here. QWERTY alphabetical. And then your keyboard will write in English, Latin, English, French, Spanish, and Korean. Advanced, so this is your star button, which we've already talked about. System info, so we can update this vehicle. If you go to Hyundai Canada and you want to download options or updates from Hyundai Canada onto a memory stick and throw that memory stick here and hit the update button, it'll update your vehicle from whatever model year to the update the system for that specific model. So let's say, for instance, the 2017 Elantra has updates available. You can upload them from the Hyundai Canada website. Storage, that's for your
voice memo system. Default brings everything back to factory settings. So that's everything for the cluster that you see here. Of course, there's your volume. This is going to select different stations for your radio station right here, your tune button. There's your ventilation. So we're on AC. We have the recycle air option on. I would suggest you use that whenever you're full bore AC going on, simply because it'll save you a little bit of gas. So the engine is going to work a little bit less because it's reusing the cold air that's already in the car. That function will not work if you have it in defrost. Okay, defrost is taking heat from the engine automatically. Now, speaking of heat, when you start your car up, I would suggest that you start it at a little bit of a lower heat setting, 2-3 here, middle of the range for heat in a cold day. Reason being is because the engine is going to work harder to get hot air in here whenever the engine's cold. So therefore, you're going to get more cold air in the engine from the engine into the driving compartment. Suggest that you start here, let it warm up. The minute you get it warmed up, you can crank her up. Okay, rear defrost works for your mirrors as well. Drive mode. So I'm going to hit this.
I'm going to went to sport, hit it again, went to normal, hit it again, went to eco. Eco is a option that allows you to get the most mileage per kilometer. Sport will ramp up your RPMs, gear up slower, and use more gasoline. Normal works in between those.
All-wheel drive lock option is here. Not something that I would readily suggest you use. If it's a huge snowstorm and you want to get out of the driveway, the snowplow just drove by, there's a big hump there, by all means, click her in. After that, your all-wheel drive is going to click in whenever it's needed, so you technically don't need to use that, but a great feature to get going, okay? There's your heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated seats, heated steering, hill rest assist option. This, so reverse, we see it's reverse drive. So notice, shift